We strongly believe that the best course of action for you and anyone else who is interested in a perfect utopian society is to come to Salis Island, where we respect everyone's rights and freedoms. We allow everyone to have his or her basic human rights. Although they are called basic human rights, there is not a single place in the world where an individual could have all of these rights. Until now. In our utopian society, Salis Island, we guarantee every single one of these rights to every single citizen in our society. These rights include civil rights, the right to be treated as an equal to anyone else in society; political rights, the right to vote; the right to freedom of speech, and the right to obtain information; economic rights, the right to participate in an economy that benefits all, and the right to desirable work; social rights, the right to education, healthcare, food, clothing, shelter, and social security; cultural rights, the right to freedom of religion, the right to speak the language of an individual's choosing, and the right to practice the culture of one's choosing. First, let's start off with social rights. Social rights include the right to education, healthcare, food, clothing, shelter, and social security. We as a utopian society can fully guarantee that all of these rights are guaranteed to every citizen of Salis Island. We give education free of charge from preschool to post-secondary and the first 4 years of undergrad. If you choose to pursue further to get a PhD or master's degree, then there is a fee you must pay. We also provide free healthcare to all of our citizens. This includes all surgical procedures as well. We want to guarantee not only the health of our citizens, but also their safety. By solving homelessness, as mentioned before, this also means every citizen has shelter. Yet another basic human right. In addition, once again, as mentioned before, solving the homeless problem and providing jobs means everyone is guaranteed social security and financial support. Lastly, everyone is guaranteed the right to food. This includes water as well. Can you believe that in some places in the world, people do not have access to water? Well, in Salis Island, that will never be a problem. We have multiple water purification plants around our island. We make good use of being an island, and we purify our massive amounts of seawater to guarantee that every citizen can have clean drinking water. We also export this water to other countries in need to support them, and we also sell this water to countries such as the USA. The water that goes into our purification plants also spins turbines to generate hydroelectric power. Not to mention, we only use electric vehicles to greatly reduce our gas emissions.
Civil human rights are very important in our utopia. In other words, equality and fairness are two very important things for us. We will create a place where everybody feels welcome, free, and even compared to everybody else. At our utopia, your race, skin color, gender, etc. doesn't matter. In every country, there is always some sort of discrimination. That's why we want to make a place for everybody to feel welcome and even. Some of the key issues there are in our world today are gender equality, which we will make sure that all rights are equal and the same between men and women. We do not want women to feel they are being treated or valued less than men. We want them to feel as helpful, equal, and belonging as men. In our utopia, we will not have a single right that, if possible, will favor one or the other gender. Then there is also gay rights, which we will also be open and allowing to in our society. With gay rights, gay marriage is illegal in many countries. In our utopia, we want to eliminate all discrimination. That's why we are making gay marriage legal. And then there is healthcare, which will be free and available to everybody. With many people that may need a certain medical operation or medical treatment in general that may not be able to afford this is the reason why we want to make it available and free for everybody. These are just a few of the inequalities we do not want in our utopia. To conclude with, we want to make our utopia as equal to everybody as possible.
Political rights. Our society in Salis Island takes political rights and freedoms very seriously. The power in our society rests in the people. We believe that the success of the country depends on citizen satisfaction. In many countries today, people are forced to support their government and could face severe punishment if they don't. An example of a government that is like this in today's world is North Korea. North Korea ranks as the strictest country in the world when it comes to political freedoms. The people are constantly brainwashed by biased media that glorifies their leader. All media in the country is controlled by the government. This includes all radio and television receivers sold in the country. Our society finds that this restriction of political freedoms is inhumane, as the government should never force its citizens to support it and punish those who don't. To encourage people of all ages to vote, we will make voting very simple. We will have an online voting system set up. We will make sure to encourage the youth to vote by making the age to vote 16, and we will invest a great deal of money into promoting voting for teens. We believe that people should not be pressured to vote for certain candidates that they do not identify with. Our society wants the leader to represent the people, and if the people do not feel that way, then the people should have full power to elect a new leader. We hope to spread the benefits of a democracy where everyone's voice is heard around the world, especially to countries with limited political rights. We believe that having fair political rights for all citizens is a crucial step to building a perfect utopian society.
I think you should come to our island because, for starters, I think it's the perfect place to live. We support all cultures no matter where you're from. So you don't have to be worried about being discriminated or feeling different. Since we welcome everybody, that means that once you get here, you'll make lots of new friends. And if you already had family here, then that's even better. Everyone has the right for freedom of religion and to speak the language of your choice. And finally, the right to practice the culture of your choosing. So on our island, we're not gonna let these rights be violated. There's always stereotypes about your culture, but on our island, we don't accept that. Now, cultural rights mean everyone is equal, right? So everyone likes to have fun. And all our island wants you to do is to have fun. We just want you to enjoy your time, to not be bothered by any unnecessary violations. That's all I have to say for our island. Now, it's your decision if you want to come or not. I know if I were you, I'd want to come.